YouTube, Chad here from Dirt Poor TV. Today we're back out here at the PBR Fab Shop. We are going to be doing an install with a Mud-Busters full kit. This is a 2016 to 2000 plus, so we are going to put it on a 2022 model. I'll lay them out here so you can see them, and hopefully we have some instructions here in the box because I didn't see any in the big box. Yes, full set of instructions. Okay, I would just like to go over a few of the tools we're going to use today in doing this. We've already done the project, so I had to pull out some more tools, so I just wanted to make sure that I let you know about everything we did use as tools. Drill bit wise, we used a 1/4 inch, we used the 5/16, and we used a 21/64. And of course, trusty old utility knife. Did use the hammer to help push in some of those push rivets and actually hit one. A 4mm Allen along with an 11mm. That's for the bolts and nuts that they supply. We used a hardware kit. They gave a couple extra. A 30 Torx T30. Pair of vice grips or channel locks, anything you can use, a clamp to clamp that fender when you need an extra hand. I did use some extra push rivets on the side with the gas tank because I couldn't get the drill up in there to drill those out, and I used some 1/4 inch rivets, which are a little small, but I'm going to get some bigger ones to finish that out. Also, cordless drill, number 2 Phillips. And then the trusty Harbor Freight Tool Shop 90-degree drill. If this is your first time watching Dirt Poor TV, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button so you'll be notified every time we put out a new video. So this is what you'll receive in your kit. 2 front fenders, left and right. 2 rear fenders, left and right. You'll receive front radiator shroud covers, left and right, and then you'll receive a left and right battery and gas tank protector. Okay, so we're going to start with the passenger side radiator panel. You're going to put it in sideways like this, fish it in there, pull it back to where it hits your lower radiator hose, and then kind of twist it up clockwise to get it into position. Right there is in position. So now you will drill with your 5/16 drill bit through these 4 holes and then put your push rivets in those. So for these top ones, you're going to have to use a right angle drill to get in here. Okay, and then to get to this top one, it's a real bear. But you can do it. Then put your last push pin in. And then this side is complete. Installing the driver's side panel should be a little bit easier. Just stick the panel up inside of here. Snake it around. Away from your shock. There you go. That looks pretty good. Make sure it's not going to rub your shock. I'm going to stay with using the 90-degree drill since I'm going to have to use it again up there. Install push pin. Move on up to the next one. that would complete your installation of your radiator guards. Alright, we're on the passenger side of this Polaris General. We're getting ready to install this fender flare. First thing to do is remove this factory bolt down here, which is the Torx. Remove that bolt and then put the large washer out of your hardware kit on it, which is this one. And then go ahead and install your fender by using the bottom hole here. We're going to put everything right back together. And you only want this finger tight, but I'm just using the Torx screwdriver just to get it snug. Okay, there we are, snug. Now we're going to bring this in and try to line it up the best we can with the body lines of the fender flare to the body lines on the General, and then we will clamp it down. And move it around a little bit to where we like it. Right there. I'm going to snug up this bottom bolt a little bit more to try to hold it in place. Check my body lines and panels. Okay, that looks good. Now the instructions tell you a little bit different on how to do this, but I've had better luck in going in here and drilling this hole right now in the very center of the slot so I can move it if I have to. And then after that, because I can't get my hand back here to tighten that bolt down. So I go ahead and I drill this one first with a 1/4 inch drill bit, and then I'll insert the hardware, and then I'll move up and reposition this again. But I am using the 90-degree drill because it's just so much easier with everything going on here. So here we go. Now I'll insert the hardware with a bolt washer, then a washer on the back side and the locking nut. And I'll show you kind of why I do this step next, because I can't get my hand in here with all this going on. And I'll go ahead and I'll snug that up. Now with that being done, I can go ahead and move back to my clamp and doing my alignment. Which I'll show you guys. I really put this hole right in the bottom of this front nose piece, and I also pull everything together. When it comes from the factory, you have a pretty good gap here. Well, when I do this, I'll pull all that in tight and together, and it'll snug everything up really nice. Make sure you check in here. Everything's looking good. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and screw this or drill this one out. Same thing. Bolt, 2 washers, locking nut. So now what I want to do is I want to snug this one up tight here, and then I'll pull everything together. Okay, with that done, we're still looking good for our holes down here. It's time to pull everything together here in the front. Make this Polaris look nice. Let go. So that ties in the front. Release that. Those are tight, that's tight, that's tight. I'll get inside, have my cameraman go ahead and turn it on and turn the wheel to the driver's side. So what I do is I push everything in tight. Alright, so the only thing left is the bottom one to do. There you go. That completes the passenger side fender flare. Here on the driver's side rear now, this is your dump bed. We have it tilted up in the air. You can hold it up here and fit it, get it into place. It's going to take 14 of these self-tapping screws right here. So how I'm going to do it is I'm going to use my assistant to hold it up into place. Let me get it lined up. Just hold right there. Now I'm going to start at the front here because it has a cutout. Remember, these are self-tappers, so don't send them home. Alright, so now what you want to do is make sure you're going to get this crease nice and tight. So I'm going to move on here to the back, right above the crease. Now make sure, because this is a tapered edge here, that you're not out too far. You need to be in enough to where you're screwing in to good material. Alright, so basically I'm going to go through here and I'll pop some more in here and then we'll do a couple in the back. Chose putting 2 more in the back right here. So we're going to put the bed down. I can get to it right underneath here. That is the install of the Mud-Buster fenders on the driver's side rear for the General 1000. Now just do the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, so go ahead and push this up from the bottom. I had to undo those fuel lines and watch your electrical lines here too. Now you have 2 spots here where it clips into your skid plate, your factory skid plate. There you go. Push your Christmas tree back in here for your fuel line. Right there. And we've got 3 rivets that hold that in. Okay, so now we're on to the right side, the battery box. There's a few things they want you to do. Unhook some wiring harness, move some more harness around. I only unhooked it in 2 places, right here and then right here, this big junction. I did have to, from working around this motor mount, I had to trim this area because I could not get it to fit. And with this harness, where it lies right here, I couldn't get it to fit there, so I pulled it out around this, I bent it, and I also gave the whole piece a bend like that. Let me show you how it goes together. Come up through here. Keep working it. Okay, we're really close. Get your harness to come out the hole. This other harness here. Now your tabs are going to fit down into the lower mount of your skid plate. There we go. There we go. Now, there's 3 holes up here. I did drill those out to 21/64, so it would accept these push pins, rivets that came from Mud-Busters. I need a little help to push these rivets in. Just work that wiring harness. Now be careful of this wire that's coming out the top here. If it was me and I had to do it all over again, I would probably just notch this whole piece out. I thought about it, but I'm going to put it in and see how it does. I was thinking I could save it. There we go, send it home. Attach your harness back over here. Okay, here's the finished product of Mud-Buster fender flares on a 2022 Polaris General 1000. We went with the full kit. As you can see underneath there, that's the panel for your battery. And under here is the panel for your fuel cell. They turned out really well. Check out Mud-Busters for all your fender flare needs at mudbusters.com. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, hit that thumbs up, and also hit the notification bell so you're notified every time Dirt Poor TV comes out with a video. Thanks for watching.